Guys, Token Vaping. Today's juice review is on one that I am actually really privileged and honored to have been able to get the chance to do. There are many juice companies out there, as we all know. There are a bunch of them that are good. There are some that are really well done. Then you get a few in your own opinion. You always find those few that always feel like they're just a little bit above everybody else. That's not to say that they're specifically better than another one, but for your personal vaping preference, you will find a flavor from one company or a specific company or something about the company that just puts them that much higher up on your own personal level or scale, preference, choice. Everybody's vaping experience is different. Everybody's preference, taste palette, viewpoints of what they feel a juice company should be, or how the juice flavor should be, is always going to be different. Just like my opinions for my reviews that I do, they are my opinions. I'm not trying to tell anybody else how they should feel or react or view a specific company or juice line. I just give my opinion of what I think of them, good or bad, and what I like about them or don't like about them, and let people make their own opinions or viewpoints either based off of that, or if it helps them decide whether or not it's something for them. That's what I try to do. But me, like everybody else, everybody has a specific preference. Everybody has a specific style, taste palette. It's what makes the vaping community so incredible and so unique, is that there's so many different types and styles of vapors involved in this, that it makes it nice to know that you have so many different options. I've come across and have had the privilege and honor of doing reviews for a lot of really well done, good companies, whether they're big, huge, well known companies, or some that, are a lot smaller that not everybody has heard of right away, because they focus more on their juice line than they do, and then they're able to being able to splatter their name over every billboard in the country. But every so often, even myself, you come across a line that, whether big or small, something about it just really impresses you or makes you take a second look at them and just be like, wow, that was awesome. For me, the review I'm about to do now is one such company. Now, I know if you are involved in Instagram or the vaping community at all, I know you've heard of this company. One of the managing members is a huge name and spokesmodel, spokesperson, as big behind the scenes as she is in front of the camera. It is Dosa Farah. She is a beautiful woman inside and out. I've had the opportunity and privilege of having been able to talk with her a little bit just about different things, business aspect wise, juice aspect wise, vaping aspect wise. Amazing woman, very business savvy, very friendly, very open and helpful. But the line that she is a part of as well, and is Supremacy Vapors. This is their logo. They are based out of LA. And this is all handcrafted, high quality juice. Now, one of the things that impresses me about this line so very much is that there are a lot of really high quality premium juice lines out there. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to take anything away from anybody else. However, every so often I've found that I've come across a line that not only will they have a well done product, but the feeling that you get from vaping that product enhances your overall experience just in general. It may sound a little cliche, but having tried this line to do this review, it's made me feel more privileged, I guess. I have vaped a lot of well-made juice lines. I have vaped a lot of well-made, high-quality flavors. But having vaped and tried this line, it's actually made me feel like I belong in a, I guess you could say, a special type of vaping group. It's kind of it gives you that feeling that it's like a club that, like a members only. Now that's not to say that you have to be a certain type of vapor or person to be able to access this line. It's just I am so impressed with the quality of this line. I'm so impressed with the flavors from this line that it makes you feel like it belongs in a special type of group that you guys get together and everybody has a vaping session, and this is what they would vape on because it's a special club, so to speak. There are 6 flavors in this line. This is the menu card that they sent, and each flavor has the name and the mix ratio. There's two different mix ratios. Let me just verify. 2 of them are in an 80-20 mix. 4 of them are in a 70-30 mix. So there's 6 flavors altogether. And wow. Every single flavor in this line is amazing. Every flavor profile for this line is spot on. Dead, I mean, what it says it's supposed to be, that's exactly what it tastes like. You can go to the website at supremacyvapors.com to purchase any of these flavors. They offer them in 3 sizes: a 15 ml for $12, a 30 ml for $22, and a 120 ml for $62. So they're very reasonably priced, very affordable. Once you vape it, you almost feel like you're getting a really special deal, because it almost feels like they should cost a bit more for the way that they come off. They do offer 4 nicotine levels: a 0, a 3, a 6, and a 12. They're also on Facebook and Instagram, so definitely check them out. As I said, a managing member of them is Dosa Farah, and if you are involved in the vaping community at all on Instagram, I know you've seen her. You've seen some of her photos. You've seen some of the stuff that she does for Supremacy Vapors. You've probably also seen posts by Supremacy Vapors as well. They are not a little company. They are definitely well known and out there. But they have definitely lived up to and deserved all the advertising, the hype, the recommendations that are given for this line. This is a very impressive and well done line. They use the highest quality ingredients as possible, all locally sourced, all clean made. Everything is inspected, everything is run through all their quality control to ensure that there's absolutely nothing wrong with that juice when it leaves their facilities. Their labeling, their packaging is really, really impressive as well. They come in glass bottles. I believe it's like a Boston glass type style. Their labels actually are, they have a slick feel to them. It's almost like a vinyl, but it's also to prevent, if you've ever had a bottle of juice and it's spilled, or you've gotten some and it's spilled down the line or down the side, some of the labels, they basically will eventually soak that in, and it'll start to, affect the label, or it'll look like a stain and things like that. These are easy wipe offs. They're easy to maintain. They're easy to clean. The vinyl on it is a nice touch. They are somewhat simple in look, but they definitely took the time to make them look very high end, very high quality, very impressive. Like I said, it's almost like that special elite vapors club, but you get that feel when you look at a label like this. They all have a half a lion's face on them, which is really well done as well, and they are in different colors. They have their logo and the name. They have the flavor name right here. There's the lion's face. They have their batch numbers. Every single bottle has a batch number. I don't know how well you can see that there, right here. So that if for whatever reason there is a problem with them, don't vape it for safety reasons. If anytime you get any type of vaping juice, doesn't matter what company it's from, if something about that bottle, package, anything about it feels like it's been tampered with, messed with, broken, punctured, whatever, for health and safety reasons, please do not vape it. Contact the company, contact the shop that you purchased it from. They will do what they can to make amends of it and make it right so you can get the juice that you purchased, and basically vape safely. And that's what this is all about. It's just safety. It has the nicotine levels right here, 0, 3, 6, and 12. Of course, as you all know, I do vape a 3. And their warning ingredients label here. So well-informed, well-suited child safety cap. Definitely a well-done packaging. You know, like I said, it is simple, but it's very, very, very high-end simple. They went flashy without having to do flashy. There isn't a whole lot thrown in your face, but what is there, they definitely took the time to make it look very, very high quality like that. I mean, that's something when you sit it on a shelf, you know that you're vaping something really, really good. Now, as I stated, there are 6 flavors in this line. There is a nice variety of flavors. It's not all one or another. There is a nice amount of differences in these. If you are a fan of any type of flavor, anything that has to do with any of these flavors, if you like any part of these flavors, I feel safe to say I can almost assure you that you are going to like this. Now, that's not to say you're going to love the entire line, but for instance, Painkiller. It's an 80-20 mix. It's a honeydew, watermelon, strawberries. If you like any of those flavors, as long as you don't dislike any of the flavors, you will like this flavor. It is a very solid mix of them. The honeydew puts a nice clean overtone on everything in this. The watermelon makes it very crisp and very refreshing because it's a lighter taste. The strawberries you get right on the tail end of that, so it is a nice, it almost is like a fruit salad in a bottle. If you've ever had just like a regular fruit salad at a picnic, you get a bunch of different flavors mixed together, but it's all very clean, it's all very light, it's all very refreshing, so that you can eat a bunch of it without feeling like you're going to feel bloated at the end of it. That juice gives you that exact feel and that flavor of it. You definitely get all 3 out of it. They aren't all separate all the way through. It is a very well mixed flavor. Their Beast DNA, it's a 70-30 mix. They didn't want to go super heavy on it because most of these juices all burn clean, they vape clean, they don't gunk up coils or cotton really fast. But anytime you do a cereal flavor, which is what Beast DNA is, you run into that problem if you go too high on the VG. It will gunk up your coils quicker than some other flavors. So they toned down the VG a little bit just to try to help prevent that, which is just another show that they're all about the vaping quality. It is a Fruity Pebbles Rice Krispie treat. Now, some people might question, how do you mix Fruity Pebbles and Rice Krispie? If you've ever had a Rice Krispie treat, especially right after it's been made, you get that warm marshmallow taste out of that more so than you do the actual Rice Krispie. Put the warm marshmallow as the undertone and the tail end of a Fruity Pebbles cereal, and that's exactly what this tastes like. It's really, really, really tasty. I could definitely see vaping a lot of that. Fruity Pebbles was the cereal of my choice growing up as a kid, so that definitely was a very enjoyable one. Excuse me. Point Break is an 80-20 mix. It's mango and strawberries. I didn't eat a whole lot of mangoes before I started vaping. Not that I didn't like it. It just wasn't a go-to flavor. I have started to vape a lot of flavors that have mango in them, and I've started to become really, really kind of hooked on the mango flavor. It has a nice bite to it. It has a very unique taste. As soon as you taste it, you know it's mango. Absolutely, without a doubt. Now, in the Point Break, the mango is obviously the stronger flavor as opposed to the strawberry. There is just enough of the strawberry for me that I got it on the tail end, but you definitely taste it at the end of the vape. So you get a smooth mango vape with a finish of strawberry. So it's a nice little mix up there. Dragon Puff This is probably the one that I would not jump on right away, and the specific reason why, if you follow me on my videos or my Instagram, I have mentioned this. It is a 70-30 mix. It's got dragon fruit, lychee, and menthol, and that's why. Now, this is going to sound kind of weird even for me to say. The reason why I don't like this flavor is because it is what it's supposed to be. The dragon fruit, you definitely get. The lychee, you definitely get. If you've never had lychee, if you've ever been to an Asian restaurant, they're the little balls that look like peeled grapes. That's the easiest way I can explain it. They have a very distinctive smell. They have a very distinctive taste. But they accent well with the dragon fruit, believe it or not, because they're both very strong and they both have a very sharp taste profile to the two of them. But mixed together, they actually, instead of clashing, they actually kind of play off each other really well. The only problem I have with it is the menthol. Now, it's not because the menthol is super strong. They were actually really good about this because they don't make it an overpowering menthol flavor. It is just enough to give it kind of it's an in-between menthol and mint. But it's just enough menthol that it's just something that I can't vape on because I'm not a fan of menthol. But as a flavor for what it is in aspect of just being the specific flavor, it's definitely spot on what it is. The dragon fruit and the lychee definitely are the center star of this flavor. The menthol basically is the beginning support and the ending, but it all sandwiches together really, really well. So if you like menthol but you're looking for something a little different, I'm telling you, try Dragon Puff. You will be taken with it. Just for nothing else, just for something a little unique or a little different. The fifth flavor is Razmatixs. I think it's either Razmatixs or Razmatixs. I'm going to say it's Razmatixs. 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 It is a 70-30 mix, but it is a raspberry cheesecake. Now, again, if you follow my videos, you know I grew up in New York. I don't eat much in dessert. I have a few things that I do really like. One of them is a strawberry cheesecake. I am a cheesecake fan just in general. It's a New York thing. But I'm not a huge fan of raspberry. Never have been. They've always had a really strong tart bite to them for me. However, if raspberries tasted like this juice did, I would probably eat more of them. The raspberry cheesecake does not have a very overpowering raspberry flavor. You do get enough of it to know that there's a berry involved. Now, some people may not have a sensitive enough taste palate to be able to pick out that it's raspberry specifically. So I think that might be why I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. It's definitely got a little bit of a tartness to that, and that may just depend on your device, what you're running at, how hard of a draw that you pull on it. It's going to definitely make a little bit of a difference. But the cheesecake flavor of this, wow, the creaminess of it that you get out of this is definitely cheesecake. It's a very smooth, very creamy, very just all around solid flavor as far as for what the cheesecake flavor itself is, but it mixes well with the raspberry flavor because instead of getting a creamy vape that you kind of taste something out of, it definitely feels like it's a cheesecake with a topping on it. Now, I'm running a little longer on this than I had planned on. I do apologize for that, but it's just, I'm so impressed with this line. The final flavor, and holy crap, this flavor has become my new favorite vanilla custard flavor, period. Not in my top 2, my top 3, my top 4. It has now become my favorite flavor. It is called Rumulate. It is this one right here, Rumulate. It is a vanilla custard butter pecan. It is simply put, it is amazing. And I'm going to show you the vape on this real quick before I go way over in time. I am a huge custard vapor. That is my go-to flavor dessert style custard, cream, things like that. This flavor for me is just simply amazing. This is one that I can definitely vape all day, any day, every day, does not matter. And since conveniently my birthday's coming up this week, I can definitely see what I'm going to be getting myself as a birthday present. If I'm gonna get myself a bigger bottle of this flavor right here. But it is a 70-30 mix, and as I said, it is a butter pecan vanilla custard. And it is literally, for me, it is literally liquid heaven in a bottle. So I am popping this at 70 watts. Rumulate by Supremacy Vapors. Clouds. Clouds for days. You are definitely, oh my god, that is so good. Sorry. You are definitely not going to be shortage on clouds for this. But that is one of the smoothest, most solid vanilla custard flavors with a hit of butter pecan that I have ever tried at all. It is simply just, not to sound cliche or corny, but it is exquisite. This is, like I said, this has become my new favorite vanilla custard flavor, period. I've had butter pecan ice cream, and it's very similar, but the vanilla custard has just a little bit more thickness to it, so that you definitely get a more solid flavor profile from it. Amazing, so good. But without going super long in time, as I already have, so I do apologize for that. Dosifara Supremacy Vapors, guys, thank you so much. This was a huge, amazing honor. Your line, your flavors, just simply outstanding. As I said, these are not nobodies. If you follow Instagram at all, if you're on Instagram at all, any type of social media, if you vape at all, you have seen Dosifara, you have heard of Supremacy Vapors, you have seen their postings. If you have not tried them, you are missing out. I don't say that a whole lot about a lot of lines, but if you have not tried this line, you are missing out. If your shop does not carry them, definitely suggest this to them. This is a great line to add to any store's inventory. If you are looking for a solid, great all-day vape flavor to put in your rotation or just to have on a daily basis, definitely look into this line and give them a try. Guys, thank you so much. This was a great privilege, a great honor. Check them out at supremacyvapors.com. As always, I am Token Vaping here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. Hit me up for anything, any questions, comments, concerns, anything I can do to help enhance your vaping experience. That is the only reason why I do this. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Vape on, vape strong.